Okay, so we're live. Hi to our viewers today. We're with Gainesville Girls Rock Camp, and we're here with our first lunchtime live stream concert of the week for our 2020 virtual camp experience. We will have one of these every day of the week. And today we have the Vagilelees. We're very excited to have them here with us today. We're going to have a set of about 20 to 30 minutes. And after we'll do a Q&A. And to our viewers on Facebook and YouTube, we welcome your questions via comments on the videos on either platform, and you can post those throughout the broadcast, and we will get to them at the end after the performance. So Gainesville Girls Rock Camp is an actively anti-racist LGBTQ+ organization. Any racist, transphobic, or xenophobic, ableist, or homophobic statements will not be tolerated in our space, and that includes our virtual space. So please be mindful and respectful with all of your questions and comments. And since we are making our lunchtime concerts free this year, normally at camp we would have it for our campers in the camp space. But this year we get to make camp more accessible to everyone. So because of this, we do ask that you consider donating to our GoFundMe virtual scholarship fundraiser. On Facebook, you can donate, I think, on this post. On YouTube, you can find our link to our GoFundMe. And so with that, I'm going to introduce you all to the Vagilelees, who I have here next to me, virtually at least. They're in a whole different city than me. And normally they're a dynamite and dynamic trinity of awesomeness. Today we just have Caitlin and Amy with us. So we have a duo of awesomeness. And they compose their own original music and occasionally play a folky cover or two. They're a side project to the up-and-coming Vowels. And these ladies are here to pluck your heartstrings while they pluck their ukuleles. Follow them on Facebook or on YouTube. On Facebook, they're Vagilelees, and on YouTube, you can follow Vowels Like Owls. We'll put that under the live stream so you can check them out. Do y'all have anything to say before we start?
Just wanted to say thanks for that great introduction.
Yeah, well, it was on your Facebook, so if they can go read it again. But thank you so much for being here. Really, really excited to have you. And yeah, y'all can go for it. I'm going to take myself off the broadcast so everybody can give you their undivided attention.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Rise and shine, be in the grind. As time flows by, river of life, stuck in the light, floating up, reaching out. Stars so close, they're kissable, and one day soon, grass rising above, floating up, reaching out. Rising above, floating out, reaching out, only two, he said. Yeah. Thanks, you guys, for tuning in for the Badulailies. We got a pretty much all original set for y'all today. And that was Rise and Shine. And the next song we're going to play is You Can't Hide What's Inside. To get out of bed and give the world a smile. And in the evening, when I go to see the sunset, like to take my time and watch as the sun goes down. Everyone in their metal boxes, wearing nylon clothes, breathing in that stale air. I said, do you even know what it's like to be a being of this earth? Do you even know what it's like to show you care? What's inside? Gonna realize one day he was crazy. Said all the drugs and shiny objects had worked his mind. He said it was crystal clear, said I thought I had turned out to be him. You've just got to do what's right. What's inside? Shooting free your mind and take it inside. Shooting free your mind and take a look on inside. 'Cause you can't hide, you can't hide, you can't hide. You can't hide what's inside. You can't hide what's inside. You can't hide what's inside. You can't hide what's on the inside. You cannot hide what's inside. Thanks, guys. All 22 of y'all in the chat, what's up? All right. Oh, Tom Foolery spent most of his time working 9 to 5. And one day he quit his job because he wanted to feel alive. Then he climbed up to the top of that hill, shouting out as loud as he could, I can't be more than this. I can't be more than this. his life. He climbed the peaks and sunk down into the valleys, searching for the root of all his strife. And then he climbed up to the top of that hill, shouting out as loud as he could, I can do more than this. I can be more than this. Old Tom, he spent most of his nights singing under the stars. He sang about how amazing his life can be, and he wondered if he'd ever get real far. And then he climbed up to the top of that hill, shouting out as loud as he could, I can be more than this. I can be more than this. I can do more than this. I can be more than this. Hooray! Thank you. This is fun. So yeah, that was another original tune for y'all. Not to single out any of the Toms.
It's not about any Tom.
It's really about myself. Cool. Well, we got another tune for you. It's called Matter and Blues. All right.
Oh, thanks, Peaceful Paths. You rock. I think that starts next year.
To introduce the band for y'all this afternoon for the live lunchtime Girls Rock Camp series. To my left, stage right, we have Miss Amelia. She's playing the guitar lately. Do a solo, Amy. And stage left, you've got me. My name's Caitlin. I'm playing a banjolele. Today the banjolele is the third in our trio. Normally we have Miss Emily. She's in Alaska. So we are 2/3 of the banjoleles. The banjoleles is 2/3 of vowels. And we're glad to be here for you. mother, my rooted tree. Don't feel sorry for me, for you are the one that carries all the weight. I wanna let my soul shine. I wanna see the dark side. I don't wanna be afraid of matter and blue. Keep on walking on the inside, steering clear of that dark mind. How do you know if you've never tried? Dreamer, dreamer, you are not that. What made you think that you could be that? You know, you're a different person every single day when you wake up. We are all just reflections. Keep shining back at me. Or if you could just see what this life could truly be. Awesome. Great. That was Matter and Blues. What does Matter and Blues mean? Stuff and feelings. Pretty much it. So yeah, we got one more for you. This is a cover, Up Above My Head, by Sister Rosetta Tharpe. She's awesome. If you guys are looking for more Girls Rock Camp homework, look her up. She is an amazing woman who changed music forever for women and people in the Black community. So she's what's up. So we want to play this song to honor her because she's super duper cool. Up above my head, there's music everywhere. Up above my head, there's music in the air. Up above my head, there is music everywhere. I really do believe, well, I really do believe there's joy somewhere. All in this room, all in this room. There's music in the air, there's music in the air. All in this room, all in this room. There's music in the air, there's music in the air. All in this room, there is music in the air. I really do believe, well, I really do believe there's joy somewhere. Above my head, there's love everywhere, there's love everywhere. Up in my head, there's love everywhere, there's love everywhere. Above my head, there is love everywhere. I really do believe there's joy somewhere. Well, I really do believe, well, I really do believe there's love right here. Thank you guys so much.
We're gonna pass it off to the Q&A section, answer some of your questions.
Thank you so much for that amazing set. We got so many comments, people sending hearts and love and thanks for this rockin' performance.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So for those of y'all who are just tuning in now, we have the Vagilelees here with us who just played an amazing set. I'm Andrina, and we're going to be moving on to some Q&A. We have a question here from Annie, like Annie DeFranco.
Love Annie DeFranco.
They're asking, when did you start your band?
Well, Caitlin founded it.
We started our band 3 years ago. We've been a band for 3 years.
Oh yeah.
And the three of us, Emily, usually right here, she's not here.
The banjo standing.
But yeah, Amy and Emily and I, we played a ukulele only open mic at Satchel's, and we did a trio, and we liked it so much, and the name Vagilelees came up because we're an all-lady band, and that's how it started. And that's when.
All right, thank you so much. Do y'all want to talk a little bit about how you both started getting into music and kind of what your first performances ever were like?
Yeah, sure, I'll go. Well, I started playing music because I used to hang out at this venue in Gainesville called The Jam. And I actually saw Caitlin playing there all the time. And she really inspired me to pick up the ukulele and join her. And our first gig was actually at this nudist festival. And it was pretty random. I had never really played music before, and I had never really been in a band before, and I'd never really performed before. And Caitlin asked me to join the band and perform at this thing, and I just had to kind of jump into it. It's been fun ever since. That was like 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just so deathly terrified of the idea of performing that I decided to challenge that and started playing mics and just started a band and ended up with Amy and
Ended up with you.
So
That's great. I love that Caitlin was your inspiration. All right, we have some more questions coming in. We have one from Rosalie, who's asking, have you ever got writer's block? And if so, how did you overcome it?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I've definitely felt periods of time where I couldn't think of anything to write. I've also been working on a song and hit a writer's block and not been able to. Maybe I only have 2 verses and I feel like it needs a third verse. Sometimes I have a bad habit of just repeating the same verse over and over again because I have writer's block and I don't feel like dealing with it. But something that I found really helpful is to record either the chord progression on my phone or just be by myself and play the song over and over and just let whatever comes out flow. I might have like 15 minutes of jibber jabber and only use one line, but I found some of my best material comes from using that technique when I have writer's block.
Cool.
I was going to share.
We do the same things, Amy and I. So.
2 halves of a whole. All right, next question. So Jennifer is saying, yeah, I love Satchel. How is the banjo different from the ukulele? Is one harder to play?
So the banjo ukulele is actually different from the banjo entirely. It's a ukulele with a banjo head. So whatever you play on a ukulele, you can play on the banjo ukulele. Now, how is the banjo different from the ukulele? I don't really know how to play banjo, but I know
it looks like this.
Yeah, see, so a banjo has 5 strings. The banjolele only has 4. And basically, anything you can do on a ukulele, you can do on a banjo ukulele. The only difference is the resonator head. So it's probably the easiest instrument to play, in my opinion.
What other instruments do you all play?
I play guitar, and I play ukulele, and I play piano sometimes, and I've been practicing the bass lately.
I play guitar, banjo, ukulele, piano. I play drums a little bit. I like auxiliary percussion. Sometimes I play the harmonium. That's pretty good.
Multi-talented artists.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what it's like forming like a side project from Vowels, and maybe tell us what Vowels is about too?
Yeah, so Vowels is an eclectic folk band, and there's 6 of us, 3 boys, 3 girls. Our project, the Vagileles, is a side project that only consists of the ladies, so maybe it's a way for us to get lady time. Or talk about things that the boys aren't interested in. But it's really fun because a lot of the music, like You Can't Hide What's Inside and Matter of Blues, are recorded on Vowels' first album, so we end up having different versions of songs. We'll have like a Vagileles version and a Vowels version, and the Vagileles is also cool because as a songwriter, Amy and I, we write a lot, so all of our songs don't really fit with the Vowels kind of vibe because we're going for a specific sound. So a lot of our music will funnel into the Vagileles, but we still have an outlet. So we kind of play with that.
Yeah, and barring COVID-19, when we could get gigs, it's a little easier to get gigs as a trio, like at like a brunch time set or something, you know. Whereas like Vowels is like a 6-piece ensemble that's got lights and all sorts of amplification and stuff. So it's a little.
It's much more of a production.
Yeah, it's a bigger production.
All right, we have another question from Ella. Have you ever received hate, and if so, did you ignore it or fight back?
In regards to our music, is that the direction that question's
so. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I definitely, when I first started playing solo, I was really freaked out, and I used to get a lot of weird comments about how I played and looking down and, oh, you sing flat intentionally, and just weird. I still get that, but as a band, I mean, we're pretty weird. So, I mean, we're kind of like hip hop, we're progressive rock, we're folk, we're whatever we feel like that day. So if anybody has any kind of negative attachment to hip hop or any of that music, sometimes we do get weird comments, but at the end of the day, if you make art, somebody's not going to like it. And in my opinion, if somebody doesn't like it, that kind of makes it better. So maybe just, you know, embracing that. Everybody has their opinion. And if they hate it, they don't have to listen to it. You know?
Yeah. Find your people, create your own audience.
Yeah. Did you have anything to add to that?
There's plenty of music out there.
There's a lot of fish in the ocean.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but I mean, you can ignore the hate, but like, you know, just most importantly, don't let it bring you down. You know, somebody else's opinion.
Yeah.
If they have constructive criticism, or if you think you can take something out of it that helps you, that's cool. But if not, whatever.
Yeah.
Let it roll right off.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're playing, you're a success. So
I like that. All right, we have another question from Rosalie. What was your first instrument, and how hard was it to learn? What's your favorite instrument?
My first instrument was the ukulele, and I got a ukulele because I wanted to do covers of like some of the shows on Cartoon Network. I wanted to do their like intros and outro theme songs and play them on the ukulele.
I love that.
And stuff like the exit credits of Adventure Time and like some Steven Universe songs. And it was actually pretty easy. There's a lot of information online about how to strum the ukulele, what chord shapes to use to make a song. Like there's hundreds of thousands of songs you can play with just 4 chords. And it was pretty awesome. And then it just kind of opened me up to stringed instruments, and I eventually upgraded to the guitar, which is my current favorite instrument, especially the electric guitar, because you can just make a whole bunch of weird sounds with it that you can't with acoustic instruments.
My first instrument was drums. When I was a kid, I took drum lessons and learned how to play the drum set, and then I would find myself at drum circles, at music festivals, and then eventually I learned how to play nylon string guitar, which was really easy because it's easy to hold down the strings because they're softer. And then eventually I learned ukulele, mostly because of Amy, and then I was inspired to get a banjo ukulele, and then now I'm learning keys, and I'm almost favorite instrument. That's hard. I really love my banjo uke, but I'm really starting to feel really connected to the piano. So I think that changes. My favorite instrument changes.
Like we all do, right? We grow. And you know, if you're learning keys, you can tune into our instrument tutorials and learn keys with our campers too. And I also really love hearing how you two inspire each other. And we have a question about inspiration here. What artists or sounds are inspiring you right now?
I really am enjoying, I'm not sure if any of you have heard of Napalm. She's from the band Hiatus Coyote, and I just love the way that her lyrics flow throughout her songs, and she's kind of got this like neo soul vibe, but also something that's just like uniquely hers. And she's like just an inspiring role model. She's a breast cancer like survivor, and just really uplifting on her social media platforms as well. And the way that she plays like finger style electric guitar, which is kind of what I'm doing as well. And so I draw a lot of inspiration from her.
Amy and I have been going down the rabbit hole of Princess Nokia for the last month or so. So she's actually been a huge month or so for me. Amy's been doing it for school. But she's been really inspiring me in the last month. I've been working on a solo album, and I just really appreciate her rawness and vulnerability, and she really just puts herself out there, you know, and it's inspiring to be able to do that. So I've been listening to her music a lot.
I love that. Thank you so much. We're about out of time, so I think we can go ahead and start wrapping up. We do have, for all of you watching, we have some music tutorials coming out at 1 on YouTube and on Facebook. They'll be released sequentially, starting at 1 and ending at 2. And then at 2, we're going to have workshops available also on YouTube and Facebook. So definitely encourage everyone to check that out. And we'll be back here tomorrow with Tana. And I think we can fit in Rosalie's question that they just asked. What is your favorite local or not local band and why? And yours counts.
And ours counts. Well, my favorite band is Vowel. Favorite band, local or not local, man. That's a hard question.
I know. There's so many good ones. They're not local anymore, but I really did enjoy Flatland, or they go by Animal Prints now. They used to live in Gainesville, and they just had like such a great vibe and always put on like a really good show. And it always felt like home going to their shows. And Faye, the lead, she plays the violin and she sings, and it's just like the way they mesh like digital effects and like acoustic instruments just blows my mind. But they're based out of California now.
So not local anymore.
Yeah, I guess I really enjoyed Vowels because we don't really fit into a genre and we have a lot of fun. And I think that when bands have fun, I mean, that's really like the goal, is to play and have fun and express yourself. And so, I like bands that do that.
Yeah, and hopefully our campers get to do that too. So they'll get to have fun and express themselves the way that works. All right, so we can wrap up. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Your incredible set, your amazing answers to questions. Appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
All right, so I guess that's it. I don't know how to close this. Tune in for other content this week. If you're able to, please donate to our GoFundMe. And we'll see you all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.